Today we've got Dylan Nelson on the pod. Introduce yourself,
All
please,
right.
brother.
I'm Dylan Nelson. I live for Great Britain, powerlifting, and yeah, that's all I am.
I think today's going to be the most hyped session so far, man. There's quite a lot of questions that we do want to ask you, going back a couple of years as well to your
All
recent worlds too. So we're going to go back a bit. But yeah, I mean, Joey, do you want to kick off with a few questions?
No, you kick it off, bro, because you sound like you're excited. Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's quite a few. I don't know I honestly don't know where we should start. Really, I think we should start like from. I mean, obviously, with everything that's happened at Worlds, with the whole puking and that, I think we'll get to that later. But right now, I think we just want to know more about like just the beginning, really, man. Like, how did you get into powerlifting? I think that's one of the first questions, anyways. Just to get a little insight on you, man. Like, how did it all start for you?
Well, I started training with me mates Tyler Lloyd, who you might know. Me and him started training when we were like 15 at the gym, just like the local leisure centre. Then he went on to started doing like bodybuilding stuff together. And I was always like a little bit like stronger. And then I can't remember which gym. I went to like some certain gym. It was somewhere like, because I started working away quite young, like 16-year-old. I started working away like from home. And then I ended up like somewhere in Yorkshire. What was the name of the gym now? I think it was called Formula Fitness. And there was like a little bit of a powerlifting like squad in there. And they said it was all like, you're decently strong. Why don't you ever thought about doing a comp? And then I met someone called, you might not know him, if you know someone called Tom Dunning. You ever came across Tom?
No, I have not, brother.
No.
Sorry.
He doesn't lift anymore. But like.
Was he Y&E as well?
He was Y&E, yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, like, obviously, just got better, I suppose. And then here we are.
How old were you when you first like started training? 16, you said, right?
No, 15, starting training, then done my first powerlifting comp when I was like 17, I think.
Yeah, because you started at junior level or sub-junior level even.
But I done my first, no, I think, was it the year I turned 8? Well, it was like it wasn't an official comp, but it was still hosted by the Y&E, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, sort of
it was like a beginner, like,
novice.
Whatever, kind of. Not even that though, like it wasn't like on the calendar.
Oh, wow, okay.
Like it wasn't like an official comp at all. Like you could wear like shorts and stuff. You didn't even have to wear like a singlet.
Oh shit! So when was your first proper one? Like,
just like a few months after. I think I was 18 then.
Yeah. So what? How long was the training you've accumulated already before you entered your first ever comp? That's the real meat question that I want to get from that.
Powerlifting specific, not very long. Maybe like 4 months, but I'd been training like a good year and a half previous to that as well.
Yeah, because the reason why I ask is the other people that we asked, like Enna and Sophia, like Sophia took like 6 weeks to train, even 4 weeks of training, even entered the her first ever comp. Enna did about, I think, nearly a year of training and then entered his first comp. And then I'm guessing you're around the same, like a year of powerlifting style training. I'm guessing you're already relatively strong. That's why people from Formula Fitness, like you said, they're like telling you wagwan. But do you remember your numbers at your first ever comp? Obviously, I could check on OpenIPF, but
the pretend comp.
No. The
pretend one's cool.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Go tell us the pretend comp.
I think. Oh well, I squatted 210, and then no, was it whatever it was? Oh yeah, it was 210 because the Y&E record was 217, and then I went for 220 on my third, and like I'm not sure if you've ever seen that video where like I literally like collapse on the rack and break the rack.
No, I haven't. I've seen the one where you threw up though, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that. No, but like, so like I was only ever used to like lifting from what they call like a cage kind of thing.
Yeah. So it doesn't.
So like, I set up with my feet dead forward, and then as soon as I unracked, I was off balance, and I like literally like bent, like totally break the rack and like swing. I'll have to post a video again, anyways.
Yeah, we'll post that, bro. Tag us in it. Yeah, then
you need to post that, man.
It's on me. Like if you scroll down like 5 fucking years.
What was your body weight at the time at the pretend comp?
It was like 79. It was like under 80 kilo.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And then what about the bench and dead?
I think it was a 120 bench, I think, and it might have been a 220 deadlift, maybe, but it might have been 210. I
So-
can't fully remember.
Was this
So-
in sleeves or equipped?
Sleeves.
So
Shit,
I'm
so your first ever comp was 220 squat? Like, what?
210.
Well,
You
no,
attempted
210
220.
squat. That's
Yeah, but like
nuts, man.
I'm sure I'd squatted like 227, like for this competition in the leader.
Bro, at
So
79
you've always had a good
kilos.
squat.
Sorry.
You've always had a good squat, pretty much. Like,
Yeah,
from the
my
get-go.
squat's always
Your
been
squat was
like
always
yeah,
the one.
yeah, from the get go. Yeah.
And then from that
Yeah.
pretend comp, I'm guessing you enjoyed it like really much so to
Yeah,
the
it was
point where
unreal.
what was it? What was it that you loved or like enjoyed?
I don't know. It was just like getting late. Like, what is it? It's just that feeling in it of like lifting. Everyone's there. Like you're attempting a weight that you're potentially breaking like something, and then like it's just mad, isn't it? Like like if you're attempting a record, that's like a weight that's never been like anyone's ever done, and that doesn't pit like if it's in that area, that country in the Europe or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You're attempting a weight that no one's actually ever done before,
Yeah.
and it's pretty cool.
That was what you said. 220 was no 217.5 was the YNE record at the time, right?
Yeah, I think it was. You know James Duff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
It was Duffy's record. It was Duffy's record.
At 83.
Duffy was 83 to begin with, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then he moved down to 74s, and then obviously like
Yeah.
He's 83 now though again, right? I saw.
I think he began to go back up, but like obviously he's got like quite a hectic life now. So like, I don't really see him very often. So I'm not really sure what he's doing.
Okay, so obviously you started pretty much your powerlifting career as a junior. And I think I caught you up until just your final year of juniors, isn't it? And then you did Worlds in 2019 as a junior in Sweden.
Yeah.
And I think you got a record. You got a British record then. Oh no, was it European record? Squat record even?
Yeah. No, it was the European Open squat record.
Yeah. 290.5, I believe.
Nah, well 287.5.
Oh, 287.5. Oh.
Yeah,
snap.
I'd done 290 at the British previous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. At 83.
So what happened is 83. I got 287 on my second. Got called for depth, so I had to retake it on my third and got it on my third. I was planning on going a bit heavier, but obviously you don't want to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have had some memorable moments, man, on that platform, especially the one where you celebrated too early. That's one of them.
That still kills us, that, you know.
I don't think you're ever going to live that down, man. Honestly, that's just going to be replayed every single fucking year.
It was
was
good.
a-
Like I keep.
That was at All England, wasn't it?
No, that was the British.
Oh, that was British. Oh wow.
Aye,
Junior British.
junior British.
Oh wow.
Like
Do you
20.
still think it was the wrong call?
I don't know, mate. I post it like because it's a bit of drama, but if it's high, it's high. I've been called on depth a few times, so it could have been either way. So 2-1, it is close, but it's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah,
Obviously.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what it is. Sorry. It's
Yeah, go on.
because me 280 got white, and I felt as though I sunk the 293 deeper. So that's why I was like, because I thought it was in, because it fell deeper than the second attempt. So when I saw the reds, I was like, what? But I don't know. It's just one of them, isn't it?
Fair enough. Oh yeah, like I was about to lead up to like the fact that okay, you started, your powerlifting career as a junior. You were in 83s pretty much until the end of it, and like obviously you did your internationals, and I know you haven't really divulged what you do, but I remember when I think you posted it as well. Like you know how they do the profile before you lift on internationals.
Yeah.
and you put your occupation down as was it sessioner? And
Sessioner.
I don't know who was commentating on the live stream. I think it was Ryan from.
It was
King of the
Ryan.
Rest.
It was Ryan.
Yeah.
And Joe Whiteley.
Yeah, and neither of the two can figure out what you meant, bro.
No, Joe knew because he came up after. Because Ryan asks him, "Oh, Joe, what is a sessioner?" So that's when Joe had to go, "Oh, I mean, he could be a session musician," because Joe didn't want to go, "Oh, he's just a fucking pisshead. He goes out and lash all the time." That's what he came up with. That's what he said. He said, "Well, I can't say that on the live stream, can I?"
You know what though? I have like I have a feeling it's because of you. Maybe not entirely you, but because of you. But I don't know if you've noticed it, but they don't put occupation anymore.
I know, yeah, I know. I don't know if it is. I've heard that it was because of me, but at the same time, how like I've heard as well that it's because it makes it look like it doesn't really make it look very professional, does it? Oh, like this guy is a like whatever he is. And he's here at the World Championships. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
He's
I've seen.
What's that?
He's a porn star.
Well,
That
yeah,
was
you
fucking
could
sick,
literally
actually.
put
Yeah,
it.
why not?
I mean, I have seen some funny ones. Obviously, Joy Namani, she'd put up Terminator. Evie Corrigan would put in, I think, mattress tester or something like that. Because I don't know, maybe she was I don't know, maybe she was just not working at the time, so she's just testing mattresses. Maybe.
Well, you know Jord as well.
Who?
Yeah.
Joe McLaughlin.
Oh yeah.
He would always put some daft like peach farmer, like alpaca farmer, like something like
Yeah, that's that's jokes, bro. But yeah, okay, yeah. So obviously, yeah, you did 83s up until juniors, and then you decided to go down 74s. And my question for that is, I mean, I have my theories, but I just want to hear it from you first. Like, why did you go down to 74s when you went into the Open?
I'll tell you this is the exact reason that when I thought, why don't I try 74? I was at Lithuania,
Mm-hmm.
and like I think I'd already lifted, and like I heard like someone go, "Oh, it's a record attempt." Like there was like announced, and I looked over, and like it was a 258 on the bar for like a squat. I was like, "What record's this like?" And I seen that it was like the 74 squat record, and I was like, "Nah, 258, the European Open squat record." I was like, "I'm gonna have to cut and take that." Like,
Oh shit!
and that is the reason why I cut to 74.
Oh, okay, cool. So it has nothing to do with how the 83s were like progressing in Britain.
That was the reason why I done it initially. Because I remember saying to everyone, like, who was there, like Shazan Daniels and that, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to try and cut." And everyone was just like laughing their head off straight away because they just thought, you cut from like 90 to get to 83. How on earth are you ever going to get to 74?
Yeah.
But like that was the initial reason. But like you say, mate, now the 83s are just absolutely stacked. Like there was like a little hole I saw maybe can I get on as a 74? And so like that is another reason why. But yeah, the initial reason was because I seen that record was 258, and I wanted like I thought I can get a little bit more than that. Like,
but as an 83, I heard, I don't know who it was that was saying it, but apparently you used to make weight or do a big cut just to get to the 83s. Is that right? Or...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I used to cut from like 90, 88, 90.
Shit.
90 was my worst cut, yeah.
Do you feel better now, though?
Shit.
Do you feel better now?
I feel like if I was to go back up, I could be a lot stronger because like how much I don't know. I just feel as like I sit around like 79 now. So if I was to put another 10 kilos on again, I feel as though, do you know what I mean? But we'll see. It's going to be at least another year in the 74s first.
Okay.
And your calories at the moment, like, what are you currently on at the moment?
Do you know, it sounds ridiculous, but I don't count calories. I know it's daft, but I don't count calories at all.
I mean, if it works for you, it works for you, man. Fair play.
I know it's really slack. I really should do more, but I just don't do it. I don't know why.
Would you say you're under eating or just about eating enough?
One day I'll overeat, one day I'll undereat. I'm not really very consistent at all.
I mean, we've heard worse. I don't know if you've heard about Durance, but he was on.
Oh yeah. How does he stay that heavy though? Like not heavy, but like how isn't he like in the 70s?
You know what? Like I've been getting DMs about that. Some people DMing me like, is he like genetically like, does he have a genetic anomaly going for him? But ever since like he's actually like more focused now on his food, and his weight's neither gone up or gone down. It's just pretty much remained the same.
Really?
Yeah, man. So obviously, maybe given the chance, the same thing could happen to you. You never know.
I do need to like. I don't know if you know. Do you know Tyler, me mate?
Who?
Tyler.
No, I don't think it.
He's like the guy who's like does the Union Jack with us.
Oh yeah.
You know Tyler. He's like does like natural bodybuilding, and he's like, I mean, he is like to the absolute calorie every single day, and I think he's gonna like maybe like do it for us, like help me through a bit. Like I've been speaking to him, so But I mean, he's like really like everything has to be absolutely perfect every day.
How's
He's
that?
good, like he is good.
How is that gonna fit in though, like with your work? Because
Well, he's just
obviously
maybe.
we've seen stories of
Sorry.
how you're working right now, innit? And then I
Yeah.
don't know if it's obviously you have to
Yeah.
go around that. How are you gonna play it?
Well, a lot of the time when I'm away, I still stop in like apartments with like a little kitchen area, so I can always prep if I need to prep.
Mm.
And like Jules, like thank God, she preps like a week's worth of meals for us every single time I go away and shit. So like,
Oh, that's so
do you know
nice,
what I mean?
man.
But so if Tyler like tells me, if he at least gives us like a macro breakdown, I'll be able to like stick to it better because I don't even like have like macros that I hit or anything in a certain day. Like it's real. I am pretty slack on it, like to be honest.
You know what? On the flip side, now I want to ask what's the training frequency like for you?
At the minute, I mean, just like 5 times a week at the minute it is.
Five times a week, and you're not even like tracking food if it's enough for the
Yeah,
day.
I know. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh, you're working with a coaching team right now, aren't you?
With Peach.
Yeah. Oh, just Peach alone, not the.
Well, it's only, Peach is the only guy I'm like in contact with. But it's like,
Okay.
is it Battalion Barbell? Is that what the like group
Yeah,
is
yeah,
called?
that's the brand I believe with like JJ and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know if Espen got any questions about his training, or should I just carry on?
Yeah, I mean, now with your training, is it because I heard that you was running smaller quite a lot,
Yeah.
right? Leading up to, I think you did that leading up to the British
Well,
as a 74, didn't you?
I done it. So I done small of when I squatted that 300, and then I tried to run it again for the British, and it just like my knees were just destroyed. Like I was like, that is probably the worst I've ever felt mentally coming into a comp. I must have dropped out of that. I'm not even bullshitting here. 5 times a week, I was like throwing a fit in the gym. Like I couldn't do anything. Like I literally could not train. So I
we saw
have
your
no
videos,
idea.
man. We
But
saw
like,
that video you posted.
Which one?
The one you posted of all your fails leading up to it. Yeah.
But like, not obviously, but I done like a little bit of like, I was gonna vlog it as well, and like that, I didn't even end up posting that vlog because like every day I was like depressed, like about how bad the training was going, and like even on the day of the comp, I was sat in my car and Jules was like in the driver's seat. I was like, Jules, I don't think we should even go. Like I wasn't even going to drive down there, and then I got there to the venue, to the hotel, and I stepped on the scales and I was like 78 kilo. I was like, oh, like I didn't even try and cut or anything. My head was just blagged, and I don't even know how I ended up making weight. Like it was just, but somehow.
Wait, you were 78 the night before?
The night before I was 78 kilo. Like I got like 8 o'clock at night. I was 78 kilo. I was like, what on earth?
Jesus, man.
Holy shit.
I know.
So obviously, like, and you've mastered, it's safe to say that you've mastered that water cut. I'm not going to lie to you, right? The first time I did a water cut into the 66s, I actually watched your video. I think I've seen your video about 100 times and I've tried to copy it. I'm not even going to lie, right? I'll put my hand up and say that. I've seen that video so many times, but it's like, you've done it to a T, where it's like, you know your body, right? Like, and you know, come Tuesday, if you're a certain body weight, you know, you you have an idea now where you're going to be come day, right?
Well, in South Africa, I woke up at 74.7. It was like, oh, mint, I can have breakfast. And I was 700 grams over, and I went and had breakfast with the team.
Yeah.
So like, I knew I'd made weight on the morning when I was 74.7, and I still had breakfast.
That's crazy,
so like,
bro.
I know it pretty well. So yeah.
So
going
like,
into go on.
Oh, so, sorry, just one more, like, before you jump in, Joy. So like, how, like, and doesn't it get annoying though, like knowing that you're sitting at a higher body weight during training, during like all these weeks and months of training, right? Knowing that you're not going to hit those exact numbers come comp day, because you know you're going to have to do like a 10 kg cut.
But like, if I sit at like 79 now, that's like my 80's. Like when I see 80 on the scales, I'm like, right, I need to dial it back a bit. So 79 is like where I normally stay.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, this is where like I don't understand what happened with South Africa, because like for the British, I was sitting high and had a shit like prep and still managed to put up like a big total for me at 74, 710.
That was the
like,
British this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, in this time round, like I was hitting numbers like a lot higher, so I really thought like this was going to be like a really, really good comp. But I honestly, I don't know what happened. But like the cut doesn't really affect us that much. Like say when I was 83, like my heaviest single was 290, and then I went and squatted like 290.5 in the comp. And I still do like kilo wise, it was like still the same amount of body weight cutting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you. In terms of like the difference of the cut.
I mean, I've tried to like push to see where is the like if I think that video you're on about what is like, is it 11 kilo or something?
Yeah, the 11 one in 7 days.
Like that was like a experiment to see how I perform. Like cutting 11 kilo, and like obviously that was too much. So now I knew like if I'm 83, cut from like 80, like 8, 89, and if I'm 74, I can cut from like 79. And I normally don't feel too bad, like, but.
Well, I was gonna ask back to like when you were running Smolov, and then you said you were feeling like absolute shit. That was on the British this year, right?
That was
the one before.
Yeah,
that was the first one before, right?
March just gone, wasn't it? March.
Okay, and then from there you were like, no, I can't. I'm guessing you were like, no, I can't feel like this again, and then that's when you took up Peach.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, cool. And obviously we don't have to go into too much detail if you don't want to, but how has that been? Because I don't know if you've had coaches before in the past, but like obviously you're taking one now. How is it faring for you?
I have had coaching in the past. Do you know what? It's just like trying to. This is what I don't understand, because the prep for South Africa was going good, but it was me being daft on the day is what messed it up. Like I've never had a 6 p.m. or whatever weigh-in it was. So, but I always, when I weigh in on the day, I'd have salt throughout the day if I know I'm going to make weights, you know. But I was taking like salt all throughout the day until like 6, and then I did a box of Diarrhelite.
Yeah.
So like I didn't realize at the time, but I think I took in like well over 20 grams of salt before I'd even like started to like eat. So
Jesus.
I didn't realize until after, and I think that's what like unsettled my stomach. And I was like walking around the venue trying to like just like let it, because I was so bloated, like trying to warm up for squats, and it just messed it up.
So this is gonna be a 2-part question here. So that's obviously when you came to a realization that I'm definitely gonna be throwing up, because you felt it, right? We all saw in the live stream. It felt like some shit that was in your stomach was just driving itself up, and you were trying your best to like keep your mouth closed just so it doesn't spill out. But then because you were fighting 2 different forces at the same time. You had mad weight on your back. You were going for like 283.5, from what I remember. Something crazy. And then you were fighting to squat that up, and then at the same time you were fighting, trying to keep the vomit in, and at the end you just had to let both go, and it was mad, bro. Like the shit was projectile. I don't know. I gotta ask though. Yeah, obviously we've heard like other lifters talk about it. Like I think Taylor Atwood must have mentioned like, there was like vomit smell on the platform, blah blah blah. Yeah. But what I want to know is the center ref. Did you have a look at their reaction when that shit came flying out your mouth?
Like because I was like still spewing up when I'd re-racked. Do you know what I mean? So I was like still bent over, like spewing.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, whoa, what on it? Like it was. People spewing up and that, but like it happened like to me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I was like, whoa, like
you were like,
it just didn't feel real. It didn't feel real. It like I was like pretty shocked. I was like, what on earth? And I was like trying to compose myself after, because I was like, right, you've like the weight is there. I just threw myself off. I'm almost more annoyed about the third attempt because I just pussied out. I just it was so like, it's really, really, really annoying. And then that just ruined the whole day. Like I was sat in the back and I had like Henry and Paul there, like, and I was like, I'm not even going to finish. Like I really like, it was just, I just felt like crap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was just, what was the? I know you stayed for a little bit longer in South Africa, but what was the reaction from the British team? Obviously, Durance have like has spoken to me about it, and to Espen as well. But we want to know what your take of it was. Like, how did they react? How did other teams react even?
Well, nothing like straight away. Other teams, obviously, you've just got to like try and like take the piss out yourself a bit. Otherwise, you
Yeah,
can't be one of them who's like,
I saw you change your Insta handle almost immediately, bro.
Straight
Yeah.
away.
Like
Spew.
I saw some Donny like posting like, who the fuck is Spew Shady? Yeah, is this some other guy that's meant to be copying you? But then it was actually you that changed your own like
yeah.
handle.
Well, it's like I felt like a bit not depressed, whatever it is. Like for the whole comp, and obviously like my comp was shit, and like that like really put me down. And then like the first thing that happened, like White Lights Media, I think it was Ramsey. He came over and was like, "Oh, here's your picture." He gives everyone pictures, like
Yeah.
if everyone's like, and he just gave me one of like spewing up everywhere. Like that was like my point. But like from then, I was like, right, fair enough. I've got to live with this now. So changed my name, and like that was that. And then just like took the piss on myself for a bit.
I mean, yeah, you owned it. It looks like you've just accepted the fact that what's happened, didn't it? But
Yeah, well,
going back though, like I said, like I've known you for a good, I would say a good few years now, and I've witnessed you as well at some of the other internationals you've done. And I remember Worlds 2019, you were definitely one of the most memorable people I've ever hung out with at an international. Because obviously I've been to Calgary, with Durance. I've been obviously the second one was I don't think you were at Calgary, were you?
no, I was meant to go, but I couldn't get a visa. My visa got declined.
Okay, cool. Don't worry, we get to that another time. But yeah. So obviously you did Sweden. It was in Helsingborg. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like you were the highlight of my trip there. I mean, the lifting was dope. Like it was cool. Like met a few, but you are like the number one guy to hang out with. Like even people like Durance's missus. Like usually she's like a bit more tame, but she found you so entertaining from what I remember. And hopefully he doesn't mind me speaking about this, but like, mate, we on the way back, yeah, on the plane back, even we were just talking about you, and we were like, yeah, he was literally the best guy to hang out with.
Yeah, it was just a bit of because like Helsingborg or whatever, however you pronounce it. I had like a good day. Like I got like I think did I come third overall, and like got like the record squat, and I think I got a gold squat. So like I felt good, and it was like mint, and like everyone was like doing good, and like it was a really like it was my first ever international, and like
Yeah.
in the end though I did treat it a little bit too much like a lad's holiday. Like I think 'cause I was going a bit extreme. Like every day I was like waking up and like. Obviously, you saw what happened to Nathan. Like, I was just dragging Nathan out with us, and he just got.
Was that the comp where Nathan was on the escalators going up, and he was like,
yes, that was. It was mint. It's mint, man.
No, Espen,
Yeah,
I wish you were there, man, because literally every evening, it has to be every evening. We were like at that little. It wasn't
it was
even.
mint on it.
It wasn't even a bar. It was like this, like sort of outdoor with like the tents and shit or the gazebos, and we
I had
were
them
getting
burgers.
yeah, bro.
We had the burgers.
And then we were getting pissed like literally every night.
Yeah.
You were like you were throwing shots at me, not giving it to me, but throwing it at me, telling me to down it. And I'm just there panicking, everyone's staring at me and shit. Bro,
Yeah.
it's memories like that, yeah, that make like international so good. Honestly, like people.
Like, and there's been a few podcasts that I've heard. I think with Chance involved, with Ryan as well. I can't remember who it was with, but every single podcast that I've heard about like Worlds this year, they mentioned Dylan. They're like, who was the craziest one? Who was doing the most shots? And it was like Dylan.
Yeah,
so
mate, I was like. what I like to do is like I'll quickly like go and like sneak away for like a minute and order like 20 Jaeger bombs and like act like it's not me who's done it, and like the waiter then comes over with like all these drinks for everyone, and we're like, oh, who on earth has ordered? Oh god, but suppose if there's 10 of us and there's 20 of them, that means we're gonna have to do 2 each, and then everyone's like, oh, it was good, it was good crap, like.
Bro, yeah, it was honestly like this in Helsingborg as well.
Yes.
Shots just came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, mate, I spent so much money in Helsingborg, like literally so much, because like I was trying to buy the bottles of tequila from the bar, but like they wouldn't sell it to us, so I was like, right, I need you to pour out the bottle into every single shot glass that you can, and I remember like waking up the next day, and I was like, Oh
Oh,
god! And then like just
do you
do it
know who?
again.
Do you remember? Was it Alex? Ian Lucy was there with us as well, and he was
Yeah.
Oh
getting
yeah.
pissed at his fucking head as well. It was
Yeah.
so funny, man. I've never seen someone usually so relaxed get like hyped like that. It was nuts, man. But yeah, no, like I said, it was like good memories. I kind of wish I was there with you lot in South Africa because
Oh
obviously
mate,
it's always a shout to with you lot. I mean,
this
with
was
you,
better. This was my favorite by far.
yeah.
It
Was
was
it
like,
was it better than 2019, bro?
oh mate, it was just. Do you know why? Because like you woke up on the morning and like literally we were like pushing the three tables together. Everyone was sitting having breakfast with each other. Like it was everyone was doing everything together, man. It was mint. Everyone was in the same hotel with like, oh, what you doing? Oh, we'll all go and meet by the pool in like 5 minutes. Like it
Mm.
was like,
No,
but
it
obviously
did look sick.
it was in like Sweden or like Lithuania. Everyone's in like separate hotels. Some people had Airbnbs, like, and everything was so wide apart. But because everything was so like there in this one resort, like you were just like going around doing everything with each other, and it was pretty good. Like it was fun.
Yeah, that's definitely something to look forward to for internationals from here on, man. Because that sounds
But
like that's what the British team needed.
I don't know. Like
Mm.
I hope it doesn't go back to the way it was because like obviously we're not going to be in a resort anymore. Do you know
Mm.
what I mean? So like if everyone's in,
I remember the way it was. Obviously, I've never been to Worlds, but I've witnessed like Worlds because obviously I was there like 2018, 2019. I saw how the British team was. Like you said, it was quite like separated pretty much. It
yeah,
wasn't very like together. I don't know. I know next Worlds is what in Malta.
Yeah.
Malta.
Like no one's really said much about the venue and how it's going to be arranged and everything. But
I'll be there.
yeah, to be a
I'll be there.
spectator.
Me and Dylan will be there. It's fine. Endurance.
Yeah, I'll be there too. I'm hoping you cheer for me, Alex. But yeah, anyways, like back to the point. Back to the point. Yeah, like like I said, like I hope that's from here on, like that's the cohesiveness and the team like sort of like spirit that's gonna continue from here on.
I kind of think so. I kind of think so. Like I hope so, but I do think it's good. Like because everyone was like I remember like I was going out. Say I went out on the Saturday, I'd be like waking up and I'd be like, oh shit, Ben's lifting like soon, and I'd just quickly like even though I'm still half cut, and like quickly have a shower, quickly like throw some clothes on, like sprint down to the venue because like
Yeah.
one of our lifters was just about to lift. You know what I mean? And everyone was like that. Everyone was like every GB lifter had a crowd. Like
Mhm.
when they were, do you know what I mean? It was good. It was good.
So what's the future for you now, man? So you're gonna do one more year as a 74, you said, right?
Yeah. Well, because right.
Or what are you thinking?
So I'm gonna do because like this like SBD thing. It's like a 2-year contract.
Mhm.
So like I want to like get all the internationals that I can as a 74 because like at the minute I'm going to be honest, I don't think I could. I'm not there with the 83s at the minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
like
know exactly what you mean, bro.
if I can still go and do all my internationals as a 74, and obviously I've got this SBD contract, like why wouldn't I do that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a smart choice.
100%, man. 100%.
So
Could you see any 74s coming close to you?
who is like the 74s is pretty barren at the minute. That's I saw that gap.
To
Do you know
be,
what I mean?
yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'll put my hand up and say as well that I honestly thought at the last British, what's his name? I forgot.
Krishan.
The guy that plays second. Yeah. I honestly thought, based on his training, he was going to win. I honestly thought that.
Well, I think Abdul had me like 5th, didn't he? He had me like something like 5th. Yeah, he did.
Well, he had
Holy shit.
other people going for the dub in 66s and they never did it. So
Yeah, no comment.
he makes mistakes. I mean, like
But, like-
obviously we want to pick his brain about that like sometime in the future. But yeah, man, like right, you're right. It is 74s in the Britain right now. It's pretty barren, and look like your best total now as a 74 was what 710.
But you've
7,
got
10
a
and
lot
half.
more. You've got a lot more to give up. I'm
Well,
pretty sure
I
you've got a lot.
I felt like I say that British was, for me, it was an injured competition. So I thought, wow, like I've got a 10 times body weight in me soon, like, and I really thought I was going to put that together on Worlds, and like it was just a bad day altogether, just a really, really bad day. just one of them. What can you do?
So what's the next comp now? Is it the
Doing the
Euros,
Arnolds.
isn't it? It's the Arnold,
the
yeah?
Arnold's.
Yeah,
See,
He's
boy.
in the team.
Juris is doing that as well, I think.
Yeah.
No, he is, definitely is.
That's
I
gonna
wish
be
I had
sick
more
at the
time.
Expo, man.
Yeah, it is like, but I
Mm.
don't know what kind of, I don't know if I'm going to cruise. I really haven't decided yet what I want to do, because obviously then you've got Euros not too far after, so I don't want to like prep hard and peak hard twice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really don't know.
I mean, Durance has a game plan with me with regards to Arnold's, and he's pretty much said the main focus is Euros, because obviously he's got Enna to like contend against, and Enna was chatting the most, talking about pulling 399 at 83 kilos. That is absolutely insane.
He's got it, like.
Do you reckon?
Mate, I think, that 285, 385, it was like the most maddest thing I've ever seen. It was mad. Like, I'm so gutted that he, like, I don't know what Durant it was, like, balance up. The strength, I think, was there. Like, I think
it was balance. I honestly think it was balance.
He knows more than anyone else, like, but I think the strength is there for 385. So, like,
399.
and the thing is, mate, it didn't even look slow. It wasn't a slow pull.
Honestly, it was so
Do you know what
rapid
I mean?
off the ground. And
let's just say, go on. Say like.
Yeah. Go.
Say to pull for the win, he had to load up 395. I think he would have loaded it and it would have fucking moved. Like, I really do. Like, it was only like another 10 kilo. Like, and like, he might not have got it, obviously, but like, it would have like broke the ground with fucking near enough 400 kilo. And like, got it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not far off, I don't think, anyways.
Wait, so just from your own like sort of your own opinion, even obviously the head-to-head in my head anyway for Euros is Durance and Enna. Who would you bet on?
Probably Durance. I'd bet Durance. Like, yeah, I think so.
What, a safe bet?
And it's got that pull, but like, I think Durance is like, I don't know, mate. Look, to be honest, I don't really like. I honestly don't look at too much like other people's training, so I don't know where Enna's at, like in terms of bench and squat.
But obviously, you've witnessed Durance more in like how he is at comps, so I'm guessing like, you're basing your decision on his consistency, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I just reckon Durance he's solid across the board. I think he's got a good squat. Obviously, his bench is good, and he's got a nice pull as well. Yeah. I reckon. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just scary knowing that you're going up against someone that, has a pretty good squat, not the great bench, not the best of benches, but then when he comes out and fucking attempts a 400 pull, you just never know what's going to happen on that day, man. Like, it might have to be catch up for Durance. Like, you just really never know.
He's literally that meme of like 9th place lifter.
Yeah.
Who like pulls for the fucking win. Like, who?
Who's that
it's
guy?
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, how can you? What was he in the subtotal? Does anyone know?
It was I think it was like the low 400s.
No, I mean, like, what was he like placed as?
Shit. I think you might be right. I think it was at 9th.
He was all the way down there. Man.
Yeah, no, because
like, you know what I mean. Like,
because the thing is, you know, in the live stream they were putting, that there was the prime time 83s and Enna was there, and then they'll do like the whole list of the 83s, the one that compete the B group, and he was like below some of the people that competed in the morning in the subtotal, and then for him to bag third from his deadlifts alone, that was nuts, bro.
It was like, I remember like when he pulled that second. And like, did he secure third with a second pull?
Yeah. He secured third.
And I was like, oh, imagine he loads up 385 and pulls for the win. Like, just imagine he does it. And then literally next thing you know, he loads it up. The whole crowd went like, it was like a joint, like shocked gasp, and like, oh my god, he's going for the win, 385. And like it was like electric in the air, man. Everyone wanted him to pull that 385. It was kind of mad. It was mad.
Did you want him to get it though?
Yeah, I really did. Of course I did. 385 pull at 83, and just 9th place, 10th place, and he's just won the comp with like fucking deadlift 5 times body weight.
Underdog win, man. Fucking hell.
Like, what is that? like, what does he need to pull for 5 times? Oh yeah, I think it's 415. He has to pull
Yeah,
5
yeah,
times body.
415. You know what?
Speaking
yeah,
of deadlifts, quickly though, I actually wanted to ask you a question, mate.
Yeah.
What's the reason in how you hold the bar? Because I noticed that you hold the bar
on the
right
smooth.
in the middle. Yeah, on the smooth, man.
So why I
has that always
started
been a
doing
thing?
that? No. It's because like it used to, like, my lockout was always like my weak part. Like I used to get caught on me quads, like hook grip or mixed, whatever it was. And I just thought, like, I was trying things, like, and my deadlift just wasn't getting strong. And I was like, what on earth can I do? And I heard like some daft, like, it was like a comment, I think. Do you know that, like, that young, I don't know his Instagram name, but like he pulls like mega weight. Like he pulls like near enough 400 kilo, but he's like an Instagram lifter. Like he's like a young lad, and he's got like a proper arched back when he pulls it, and he pulls it with straps.
The French one.
No. He's just Instagram only. Like he only lifts on the gram.
Oh no.
Anyway, I can't remember his fucking name. Anyways, and I seen like someone commented like saying, "Oh, he's so strong," blah blah blah. And I think it was like Johnny Candido who like replied to the comment saying, "Oh yeah, but it's because his grip's so narrow, so he doesn't have the problem of anything like catching on his legs." And I thought, what, does that actually work? So like, I just tried gripping narrower, and like since then, like I've never had a problem catching on my quads. So I know, like, obviously it's the smooth, but like my deadlift's stronger now as a 74 than it was even anywhere near as an 83. So like it has helped, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, going back to that, I remember you doing that for the first time at the British 2021.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh my God, like this is never been seen before in British powerlifting anyway, right? And obviously, no, I don't think so, bro. Honestly, I've never seen it in British powerlifting. I've seen it like in, on Instagram from other lifters, other parts of the world. But in British powerlifting, nah, never, bro. And you two were going head to head, you and Espin.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, shit, man, there's literally like a hairline of a difference in the subs, especially after first deadlift. And I believe
well, I dropped me first dead, didn't I?
Yeah, I was like, fuck, like if you had that could have been like.
No, I'm pretty sure Dylan was already clear of my total by quite a bit.
On the
subs. I honestly thought, I was like, this is my time to win. He was already
ahead.
I thought I definitely won.
Yeah.
And do you know what I done? Like, I had my deadlift open I really liked, and I changed it at like the last second, like to make sure that you couldn't change yours to like keep on track. And I was like, oh fucking hell, like I've got this now, like easy. Like I've been pulling like 275s in training. Like this is gonna be like, there's no way if I pull like a 270, you're gonna like pull like a 320. I was thinking in my head. So I was like, sound. Went out for me 250 first. But I was saying to Jordan, who knows what it was. I was like, make sure that like the spray, the smooth as well, and like dry it down, like make sure everything's fully clean. I went out and like, if you see on the live stream, I know like what I do when I grip the bar, I fingertip pull, and then like dip in and like hook. But as I fingertipped it, my fingertips slip off. So I was thinking to myself, like I'd already had doubt. I was like, oh no, my grip's gonna go when I pull this. And then as soon as I tried to pull it, my grip went. And like, oh
wait.
God,
so you mixed hook?
Yeah, a mixed hook. So that's how I can hold on a bit better on the smooth.
Again, that's another thing that's rarely ever seen, bro.
That's rare.
I mean, if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
But
because
like, I have to know though, like, how did you feel when Espin won by a mere kilo?
I was like, what was it, 308 or 303?
304.
304.
304. I was like, what was your second?
290.
295.
296. No, 296.
Oh, 296. Okay.
It was to beat the previous record by Luke.
Oh yeah. So,
I think I didn't have like a handle, and I was just like, I didn't have an official handle. I just had like Ben helping us, and Jordan, a few people were just helping us. And I was like, right, what do you reckon I need to pull to win here? And there was like, oh, his 296 was hard. Like, I don't think he's got much more in him. And I was like, right, I think I put like another 10 kilos on the bar. If you look at my third was easy. Like I had loads more, but like I thought, right, I've got this. He's got 304 on the bar. And I remember I was stood over to the left, and it just went, and it just kept going. And I literally was like, I can't believe I've lost again, man. I just cannot. I was good. I was absolutely good. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why? Yeah. Oh God.
In all honesty, like as soon as you dropped that first attempt, as soon as it fell out your hands, like I looked at Dan and we looked at each other and was like, this is it. Like I honestly feel like I can win it now because it was going to be a catch up unless you bumped up your numbers quite heavy. Because I thought you was going to put up a bigger attempt on your second one. I thought you was just going to go up, but you retook it, right?
But I retook it because I was like, what if I was having doubts? I was like, what if my grip isn't strong? I've never pulled on like a brand new comp bar. I was thinking like, fuck, like what about like I've only been training on like an old Elite that's maybe a bit rusty and like I've got more grip on the smooth. Like this was like a fresh Elite, the tape was still there. And I was thinking, no, what like all these thoughts were going through my head. And then I went and pulled it on my second and it was easy. And I was like, right, okay, I know what, right, let's just like pull the win now. Let's try and push him too far. And obviously it wasn't far enough.
Like that 296 for me was a lot. Like I honestly didn't think I had any more in me. And then as soon as they said 3 or 4, I didn't even know how much was on the bar, to be honest with you. I just went out and pulled. I just pulled for my life and fucking hell, thank God it went up.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah. Did you congratulate Espen when he won?
Yeah. He came up to me straight away.
Oh yeah, I did, yeah. But I didn't go on the podium because I got pulled straight away. It's like
got drug tested.
It was shit.
Do you reckon that comp though like fueled you for the next one? Obviously, like I bet the next few days after that, man, you were fucking fuming on that.
Yeah, I was like, but like I didn't know what to do like with me deadlift and stuff because obviously I'd been pulling a lot in the gym with this new style. Like, was it going to transfer to the platform now? I was like trying to figure it out, but I've just done it since like, and it's been all right. Like, what did I even total at? I comp like 650 or something.
It was 668.
And like the next year, I'm like putting 710 up. Like that's like 60 kilo jump. Do you know what I mean?
Crazy, bro. Didn't you want to rematch Espen?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but he obviously he knew in it.
No.
Well, he knew he got away by the skin of his teeth. Do you know what I mean?
I thought, fuck that. I'm going back to 66s, mate.
Well, like I'm pretty good on it. In all seriousness, that Ades went up.
What?
I'm good that he's went up to 83, like in Britain.
Who did?
You know Ade?
Oh, Ade. Oh, yeah.
I honestly think that would have been a battle and a half to see.
It would have been fun. Like obviously he's done a little bit more than me though. He's done like
720 something, right?
Yeah, 720. Yeah.
And that was like a legit total, like at what was it, Euros?
At the Junior Euros.
Yes, so that's like a proper like legit total. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not like some like bullshit like whatever it is. Like some like divisional comp.
What?
No, but yeah, so like that would have been good. Like, but he's like, what did he just like squat like the 270 double a day or something?
Yeah, and just fucking heat as well, man. That's nuts. I'll give him that.
So yeah, but like, I don't know. I hope like I don't really know who is really in the 74s. I hope Christian, he's hurt his back or something, hasn't he? So I don't, and like, is there anyone else really at the minute? Like, like who can like hit like over 7? Would you say?
I honestly can't think of anyone. I mean, we looked at the winner of All England, nowhere near 700.
What about the junior British? There was I think there's a guy who's coming up. Like, I can't remember his name.
The guy that came third in the British review. There was a guy that came third at the British.
Is he like the bodybuilder kind of guy?
Yeah. He just recently squatted. I think he squatted like 240 for sets of 5 or some shit. So his squat's coming up. So he has made progress as well. In terms of making progress to get to 700 plus, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know that much, but it'll be interesting to see, man. But to be fair, I can't really see anyone at the moment anyways, unless everyone's keeping their training very, very quiet. I really can't see anyone coming close, really. But hey, you never know, man. There could be someone hiding around in fucking Pure Gym somewhere. Scoring 200, 280 or something. Who knows?
You never know. That I might have never hit over 700 again. Who knows? That might just be me, Pete.
Nah, man. Don't be negative, bro. You'll hit that again.
Yeah.
But speaking of 700s though, obviously 700 plus is relatively good for 83s.
Right.
If you didn't have to cut down, and obviously when your 2-year contract is up with SBD, would you then be more open to going up again to the
Yeah,
83s?
definitely. Unless like I've still got, unless like my contract gets like an extra year on it or something, or like. But if not, probably like I'll probably just go back up to 83.
Bro, I mean,
Because like, what's the
would
point in like restricting like
yeah,
for nothing? Like to not get to go to Worlds or to not like, do you know what I mean? Like if there's like stuff like that involved, and I'm gonna go to Worlds and SBD are gonna like have me on the SBD team and
on the
stuff.
roster, yeah.
Yeah, like why would like? But if that's not the case, then like
If
why wouldn't I go about?
if you didn't restrict down and you bumped your weight back up again, your numbers would be mad, right?
Well, I know, but you can't like. It's not just body weight though, is it? Like
Yes,
I could go back up and like
not only
look at it. Look
not
at
put
his
on.
first comp. Did
Yeah.
he total over 720 or not? I'm not actually sure.
No,
As a 83.
I don't think so.
And look, his training was going really good, and he'd done his
Yeah.
first comp, and he didn't put that much
I mean,
up.
he was still a relatively light 83. I'll give it that. So he hasn't filled out. Whereas you know what it's like to fill out. I mean, you're squatting what in the 280s. If you put on another like what 6 kilo of body weight, you'll be what 82 something.
Not
Yeah, I
even
know,
that. If he decides not to cut and just keep his body weight as it is,
Oh yeah,
with a good
bro,
good peak, he could easily hit 300 plus.
Not even that.
Well, I think
You'll break.
I could.
You'll take the record back from Durance.
I think so, yeah. Because when he took it from me, I was annoyed. Like I was annoyed.
Yeah, how annoyed? Annoyed enough to go back to 83s and take it from him.
Nah, well, I will come back and take it from him, like eventually.
Yeah?
I will. Yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
Easy. It's only what? It's only an extra.
What about his total?
No, well, what is his total? 790 at the minute.
Nah, it's not. Recorded. It's only 788, I believe.
No, that's a lot for me to admit. Well, the thing is, I really do not know what I'd be totaling at 83. Like, I've got no idea. Like, I can't say. I'm not just gonna go. Oh yeah, I think I've got like a 760 in us. When like I don't know, and I'm not gonna know for a year or two. So
Yeah,
like,
of course.
why even like why cause like a daft speculation and like then have people say, oh, he's talking shit. Like, do you know what I mean? I've got no idea.
So you've been in the game for quite a long time, man. Because obviously you started training when you were like young, like 16. Your first comp was like what, 17, 18. So you've been in the game for quite a while, man. Like, and would you say that you'll still be in powerlifting, let's say, in the next five plus years? Like,
I'd say so. Like, yeah, I think so. 5 years easy. Yeah.
Would you do masters?
Would I compete?
Yeah.
Say that again. Masters.
Yeah, masters. Yeah.
I don't think. I think I'll still be lifting then, but I don't think I'll be going like Masters Worlds and stuff like that.
Just stay in the open.
Yeah, just stay in the open.
Yeah, well, look at Sam Watt. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. If Sam Watt
can,
I
say it. Yeah, if
he'll
Sam
still be there as well. He'll still be there at 80.
Yeah, he will.
Literally. Fucking hell. But yeah, so all right. So now we've done the whole, the last two Britishes anyways. So this Worlds, right? Leading into it, how was training? Was training going like great?
Out of 10, it was like it wasn't unreal, but it was like my bench felt on fire. My bench felt really good. Squat
was good
like
in the day as well, to be fair.
I know, but like I think I honestly I like proper self-sabotage after squats. So like I was like warming up for bench and I was going, Henry, can you just drop me opener, please? Like I don't want to like honestly like if I'd hit like a good say, even if it wasn't 283, say I went 3 for 3 on squats and I was in a good mindset, I reckon like I would have like done better throughout the comp. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
but,
obviously it took a lot out of you to try internalize what literally happened on squats.
Like,
yeah. And especially on like the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, it was shit, man. It was honestly so annoying. But what was it? Oh yeah, how was training? Squat was going good. Like 283 was the planned second. I was hitting like in my singles day, like my SBD day, I was going 270, 283. Like they were my two heavy singles each session. So like, that was like, but like I didn't push it any higher than 3. Like I think I hit that like twice or 3 times, and then So I thought, right, okay, that is a good second. So deadlifts were lagging though on for training, like they were lagging a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I just couldn't get in the feel. It just weren't moving good at all. So I'd say like maybe if like 10 is like right, I've had a really, really good like lead up to Worlds. I'd say maybe it was like 7 out of 10.
Damn.
So it wasn't the best, not the worst. But yeah.
So it's kind of mad though, considering your prep for the 710 total at the British was shit, you said, and then
That's what I mean. Like, yeah. That's
you
why I
live
was
quite
still
a hectic life.
Sorry.
You live quite a hectic life as well, right? Like in terms of your job, like
Yeah,
it's crazy
like,
hours, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm always like, that was like half the facts why, like I was really struggling to get me training in. Like that's why it was like say I trained 5 days a week. Like I had to spread it over 7, and sometimes I was still like missing stuff because like I had like such little time to actually like get my sessions in. And like I'm training at like these like gyms that just aren't suited, Joe. Like because I'm always driving up and down and going here, going there, and like doing stuff. But I can't really blame that. And I don't like blaming the travel either, because people still put like, if everyone done bad, then okay, maybe the travel was a factor.
Yeah.
But like some
When
people
it's-
had really good days. Do you know what I mean? And like, and so I don't like blaming that either. I think it was just, do you know what? I don't know. I really don't know, because I still thought, because of how bad the training for the British was, it's still like thinking now, I still don't understand how it went so bad. Really, I really don't. But one of them, wasn't it?
Okay, then moving
Just
on,
one
you
of
got
those days.
you got the Arnolds coming up, and you got
Yeah.
what, just a little over 8 weeks, I think, left.
Something like that, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, is it your focus as well? Same as like, I would say same as Juris. Like the main focus is Euros, of as opposed to Arnold's.
Yeah, unless like I was like, I don't think I am, because I haven't checked. But like, unless I was in the running for some kind of prize money, then I'd like focus a little bit more on Euros, on
Arnold's.
Arnold. But like,
Yeah.
you've got people like Panna coming over, like, so like I don't even know how they're doing it though. Is it like lightweight, heavyweight, or is it just like overall good lifts?
It's just overall good lifts.
Oh,
So,
it is. Well, there.
So as it stands right now, Chance is nominated to come first in good lift
Right.
points. And
Well, then, do you know,
I think it's Panna second.
right. Well, yeah. Well, then probably Euros is more like, I'd still say like the Arnolds. I kind of want to put together a good day, but like obviously I'm not going to push it. I thought it was like that lightweight thing, but I haven't really been paying much attention. But if that's not the case, then I'm obviously not going to go like balls to the walls for Arnold's. So,
Unless your opener moves quick and your second attempt moves just
unless,
as quick.
unless, yeah. But
Never know.
we'll see. Hopefully it does. But you never know.
And then obviously, well, my next follow-up question was that you're moving up to Euros. What's the game plan like? Have you scoped out like the lay of the land, almost like who you're going to be contending against in the European 74s? Is there anyone?
To be honest with you, I don't check. I don't check at all. But like, I feel as though like, well, I don't want to like speculate too much, but if I have a good day, I reckon I can podium. But like, everyone's going to say that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I still think I've got my good day yet to show. Like, I still haven't shown my good 74 like total. So, but we'll just see how it goes. I feel as though obviously the squat.
You're gonna have to redeem yourself, man.
Yeah, that's like half the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's half of it. I need to show a bit of redemption.
On the other half, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I reckon the Open team going to Euros is the same team that went to Worlds this year. I think.
I think it hasn't been confirmed though, I don't think.
But I mean, if it goes by Henry's A and B totals, then it's gonna be.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Like, yeah, I think so. Like, but like, we've not heard from Henry yet to say, "All right, I'm taking the same team."
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he hasn't he hasn't said I'm gonna change the team a bit. Like, he hasn't said either way.
Yeah.
We'll just not have any like bulletproof confirmation. But I'd assume so. Like, unless I don't know who they'd swap out for who. To be honest.
No one, man. Honestly, no one.
So, yeah, I'm
Okay.
assuming. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We've
How
got
long's it been now, anyways, boys? Just to double check.
just
Are
over
we good for time?
just over an hour.
Was
Yeah,
it Jesus
perfect.
already?
Yeah, man,
Oh.
time's flying. But my next question was gonna be, yeah, because I saw your gripes on your stories, and I think it's a good thing to pick up on at a later point in the pod anyway, is that the records in Britain with the raw and equipped.
Hmm.
You said that whenever how did it go again? Whenever a raw record is broken, it's higher than equipped, and then the equipped one changes also,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And what I correct me if I'm wrong, but you kind of want that to not happen. I think.
No, I was genuinely curious, like, because it doesn't happen in the IPF, and I didn't know that I didn't until I saw the World Games,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
is it? Oh, who was it again? Well, there was a few where like Jess's deadlift is more than the equipped. Jess Butner or whatever.
yeah. Just Butner, yeah.
Her deadlift is higher than the equipped deadlift, but it's not the equipped record. But like that's not how it works in Britain. But then
Yeah.
literally the answer is we just do it that way because we want to. Like that is the answer I got from like 5 different people.
Really?
Yeah, we just do it like so. Like we're just the way JB does it for some reason.
I remember you saying I thought because when I saw your post, I remember you saying you flirted with the idea one time of going into equipped.
Oh, I really do want to do equipped. I actually want to do it, but like because my training, like because my work story is all over. Like I need like to do equipped. You kind of need someone to teach you how to do it.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, and you can't be like loading up like. Say like I've had like 325 on my back and I fell with it. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't do that in the gym with no spotters. Like
Yeah, of course.
do you know what I mean? So like,
especially even like wrapping the knee sleeves, the knee
oh
sleeves,
mate,
the knee wraps even.
it's a massive difference to when someone wraps your knees for you. Like the time I've really wanted to do it, I was where was I working? I was working in like, there's a power station like oil refinery called Phillips 66. Anyways, and I was driving to like, Horncastle. You know Mark.
Of course I know, Mark. I was about to ask, like Horncastle.
Yeah, I was like driving like 45 minutes to his gym to like do the equipped, and like I really do want to do it, but it's like I just don't have the time. I really don't have the time to learn equipped, but I do really, really want to do it. Like,
if you were to do it, would you do it as an 83 or 74?
Probably, I don't know. It's probably 74. Probably, I think.
Because then that would mean you'd be the 74's answer to Tony Cliff in the 120s.
I know, but like, you can't just say, "Oh, you'll be squatting like 350 if you put on a suit." Do you know what I mean? Because
no. Of course not. Like, it's a whole different beast altogether. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar, but I've done equipped bench, and that in itself was different. Just different.
Yeah, it is.
And just to imagine like getting into a squat suit or a deadlift suit. I don't know how those guys fit into those suits, bro.
I know,
especially in the nether regions.
It's you just feel like your skin is tearing. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Like because the suit slides on you, as you're hitting depth, as you're going down. The suit's like going up your leg, and like it just feels like your skin is ripping apart.
It's honestly, it's the stitches. Like even for bench, like I don't know if it's.
Oh yeah. On your tries and that, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's the same. When you put the suits on, it's gonna be the same, man.
Yeah, it's sore. Like it is sore. But I've only ever had a suit on about.
I have been telling Joey to go back to equipped though, because he's got no chance in the open now with the 66s. So you might as well just stay equipped, to be fair.
Hey, fuck it, man. You never know, bro. If Dylan does equipped, I'll do equipped, and then we'll be both like making a headway.
I would actually I actually do really, really want to do equipped, but like I say, just having the time, I think like if I could learn equipped, I'd probably be able to do it by myself then, because obviously Tony manages. Mm-hmm. Like I need to learn equipped first, which is like
in Britain though. I feel as though equipped coaching is, I don't want to say it, but it feels like it's a dying breed, because other than Mark Giles, I honestly can't think of anyone else that can coach equipped in Britain anyway.
Well, in British powerlifting, that's probably, yeah, you're right. But like, I don't really know about other feds as well, though. Like, there could be like
Yeah.
there's other feds out there, but then
Yeah, like
diving
there's
into a different
so
ballgame,
many,
aren't
man. Like I know there's equip lifters in GPC, but you know that's a story for another day. I I, I wanted to touch on next year is the like the obviously you mentioned Mark Giles. How
you? Yeah,
he's moved to be the
yeah, I
FPA
know
now.
it's a shame. Like, it is a shame.
Yeah, and
I don't know the ins and outs of it. Like, I don't know. I haven't really. I talk to him every now and then, but I have no idea why he moved. I have no idea.
do you remember the story you told me about you and Mark Giles?
Oh my god, mate. Mark Giles literally just killed us for a day. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, literally killed us. I died. Literally died. Lost my job.
What happened?
Literally. This is what happened.
Go on, bro.
I was working in like a place called Lincoln. Was it Lincoln? Whatever it was, somewhere around there. And I was training at Horncastle, and I just started this job like 2 days ago or something. I was training with Mark, and like he's got like a bar upstairs, like in his gym. And we were having a session, and it was like end of the session. He was like, "Oh, you coming upstairs? It's like someone's birthday." And I was like, "Oh no, mate, I can't just have one drink. You know, we'll end up having a few, and then I've got work in the morning, blah blah blah." He's like, "No, we'll have one, Dylan. We'll have one. I promise you, we'll have one." I was like, "No, Mark, I've got work." And he's like, "Come on, one." And I was like, "Fine, we'll go upstairs. We'll have a pint." So go upstairs to his bar. It's bouncing a little bit. We'll have a drink. Go on, one more. We'll have one more. Had one more, and then 2 turned to 4, 4 turned to 8. Next thing I know, I'm absolutely mortal. I'm in a taxi on my way to Scarborough. There's me and Mark having a night out in Scarborough, Jaeger bombs. He's on the karaoke. I'm on the karaoke. And then next thing I know, I'm like, I don't even know how I'm like passed out on the floor, like, because Mark keeps just feeding his drink. I'm like spewing up everywhere. I wake up like in a caravan, like, and I'm like, what on earth is going on? And then Mark, like, I turn into work like 5 hours late, and like they're just like, all right,
Bro, why did you even go?
mate, I don't know. I was like trying, and they're like, all right, that's it, off site. And I was like, oh, whatever, mate. I'm not even that bothered. I didn't like the job anyways. It was like a shit site, so I literally wasn't even bothered. And I went to Mark, and I was like, oh, he's like, oh, what you doing here? I was like, Mark, I've just been kicked off site, mate. He's like, oh, what? He was like a bit like, he was like, oh no, and I was like, oh, honestly, don't worry about it. I've already got another job up in Scotland, like, to start in a couple of days, so it's fine. So yeah, but yeah, that's the story about Mark Giles. The moral of that story is do not go out drinking with Mark Giles because he's an absolute animal.
I can vouch for that because I remember doing
is.
the internationals with him, man. He's a different breed.
He's a different breed. He actually is. He's just
Like,
non-stop.
he's the type of guy, yeah, that will be handing you the following day, but will be getting pissed the night before and still make
Oh
it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
still be fresh as if he had his 8 hours.
It was mint. Like, he was just on the karaoke. He was loving it. He was like full on, like, singing his heart out on the karaoke. Like, it was good. It was good crack. It was actually fun. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm glad I went out with him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's always good memories, man. I'm glad I get to go out with you whenever I get the chance, man. Honestly,
It's good. It's fun, mate.
But yeah.
Are you ever in London? Or are you rarely in the city?
Oh yeah. Every now and then I used to work in London, but I don't really work for that company anymore. But I'm going to be for a long time. I'm going to be in Portsmouth.
Portsmouth.
Start there in 2 weeks.
How long is long?
That's like a 2.5 year job if I want it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you gonna relocate?
Nah. Well, like I'll probably work like 11 and 3. So like 11 days on, 3 days off. That's how I'll probably have to do it.
That's where Daniel J's gym has been, I think. Portsmouth.
No, it's not.
Oh, where is it?
I can't remember. It's definitely not Portsmouth though.
It's somewhere near there, man.
Yeah,
is there anything like in Portsmouth? Like, do you know?
Oh mate, I have no idea. I have no clue.
The only thing I remember about Portsmouth was we had a British there one time. You were there, Espen.
Portsmouth?
Yeah,
No, I don't think I was.
2018.
I probably was, yeah. And did I win?
No, you lost, bro.
That's probably why I don't really give a shit.
Who won that?
Well,
It was
Christian.
Ayodogun. Yeah, Christian Ayodogun.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's why I didn't remember it, because I didn't. It was
Yeah, you got slapped by.
Fuck, you know. A quick question though. So how? Because obviously you've got a lot of stuff going on, right? You've got, you know, that crazy work life schedule. Got misses, obviously. You even got your own clothing brand as well that we haven't even spoken about.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Mate, do you know what? It's kind of exciting at the minute. There's loads of little bits going on.
Because that picked up a lot. Like that.
I know, yeah. It has. It actually has. It's done. I was like, Tyler was always the one that was like, oh, come on, like, let's read it. And I was always like skeptical. I was thinking, is this going to work? But it's worked a lot better than I thought anyways. But like, there's loads of shit I really do want to say, but I can't get into because it's not confirmed yet.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's hopefully like, it's going to, like, there's a few things that's going to push it even further. But yeah, I can't really confirm anything at the minute.
Once it's been confirmed, would you share it with everyone?
Yeah. As soon as it's on, we'll be like, oh, this and that and this. There's a few things. So like, if everything happens, like, it's gonna be good. Like, but the weird thing is, the reason that we started the brand in to begin with was because like we've got this idea, like, but like we haven't been able to get like to make it because it's like really hard to make.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so like, so we still want to do this original thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I can't, like, we've been trying for like, honestly, like years to get someone to make this thing for us, but they just can't. No one's like able.
Are you
to,
allowed to tell us what this thing is?
Nah, I can't.
Okay,
because
cool.
we could end up making it. So like, I don't want like to
ruin
like
the
just
surprise.
give it away.
Yeah.
He can't give it away neither, because imagine he tells us and then next week another company just come out with
But
it.
imagine, yeah, like someone who's got all the money behind them to like make it themselves.
Of
You know
course,
what I mean?
of course.
Yeah.
But I think your brand's doing dope though. I mean, from when you said you get to have stalls at nationals, that is so sick.
Well, there's like something in the pipeline with British powerlifting as well. So fingers crossed. But like, that's another story as well that I can't really dive into too.
Again, another one. But man, I've still yet to cut one of them tots, bro. It looks like it will suit me.
Hey, you need an extra small. Just save them an extra small, man. If you got any in stock.
We've just got a new size for the extra small women's, so you might just squeeze into that.
Perfect. Or even if you got
it's still good to you, Espen. You know that, right?
No.
Bro, yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen Espen, bro. He looks like a skeleton right now, cutting down to 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like,
now put on some size.
Really
man.
bad. No, don't.
Put on some nice size, man.
But
yeah, like in those t-shirts, and when I saw them at the British Juniors, they look sick, man. Like, and was that your design or?
Yeah, so we've got like a designer who we work with. Like, and that was like the style we wanted to go for, but obviously I'm not very good at art. Like, neither is Tyler. So we've got to like get someone to make the actual prints each time. Like, we've I didn't really post much about it on my story, but I don't know if you saw, we just put like sponsored like a massive strongman comp as well. I'm not sure if you've seen that. I didn't post about it much.
I haven't seen that one, no.
Yeah, and it went really good. Like, everyone, it was mad. Like, every single person was wearing our stuff, and like from the pictures.
I'm guessing this was up in Y&E, right? Somewhere in.
No, it was up in Yorkshire, but it wasn't powerlifting. It was like strongman.
Yeah. But I know. But I'm just talking about like where it was held.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It's going good. Like, it was just getting a little bit better each time, a little bit bigger, and obviously just got kind of.
So basically, it's a brand that you want to promote, not just in powerlifting, but in literally every strength sport.
Well, yeah, why not? Do you know what I mean? It haven't got to be like niche. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, of course, yeah. Expand your market wherever you can, if you can.
Yeah, it's going all right.
It's a sick brand, yeah, 100%. Damn. So hopefully, once you start picking up, and you can start sponsoring people as well, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's the dream, like, in it. But like, you've got to have a. I don't know, like, I obviously would like to, like, but at the same time, I think we've got a long way to go yet, till we've got like a lot behind us first.
I'm not going away anytime soon, bro.
I bet it was the best feeling though, seeing people wear those t-shirts that you
Oh,
like
it was.
created. Man,
Yeah,
that
it
must have
was.
been so sick, man.
It is good, and like I've even like when I've been working away, I've like went into gyms and someone that I've got no idea who this person is wearing one of
That's
my.
so
It's
sick.
like
Oh,
whoa,
sick,
it is
bro.
kind of mad. It is kind of mad. And like at the A7 comp, like people walking around with them at the expo,
Yeah.
like just random like people, but had the t-shirt on,
Oh
like
damn.
at the. And so I was like, what? It was like kind of mad. It is a little bit surreal. Obviously, it's nowhere near the level of anything else, but like seeing one person who you
Of
don't
course,
know.
of course,
You know
of
what I mean?
course.
It's still
It's
it's still exciting. Do you know what I mean? It's still like a bit of a
yeah.
buzz.
Of course. And it motivates you to want to grow the brand bigger as well, man,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
That's
But you
the
never
main goal
know.
right now.
I wish I
Cool.
had more time to spend on it, but it's like I'm always like away. Like,
You're
I wish.
juggling a lot of stuff, man. Like it's
Yeah, it is.
understandable. Like
Yeah.
yeah. So I was gonna say though, like, bro, we've coming up to that time. Like it's pushing up to midnight. So I
Damn, is
wanna.
it?
Yeah,
Holy
bro.
shit,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm off to Barcelona in 4 hours as well. I need to pack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, now.
I'm off to work. Can't wait. Can't wait to go back to work.
Yeah, boy. See the excitement in your face. But yeah.
What time do you finish?
So I work 7 till 6 at the minute on this one.
7 till 6.
Yeah, 11 hours.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
And that's like
I was
that's
gonna.
like light compared to normal. To be honest, I'm not even joking. Like it's normal standard 84 hours, like 7 12.
And you still manage to train 5 days a week. That's mad, bro.
No, that's
So
what I mean.
your
My
main
time.
goal, I think your main goal here now is to make sure you pick up the brand, all them
That's got
t-shirts
to
and
be it,
stuff,
hasn't it?
that you
I
can
know.
just fucking just drop everything else, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it would be good. It would be good. Like it would be good. But
well, keep doing what you're
no,
doing, man. Honestly, I can see that brand picking up a lot, man.
yeah, I hope so. Like, but at the same, it's like trying to keep people interested. Like, cause yeah, it's one of them minutes.
It's just one of those things. I feel like marketing wise, you just need to stay relevant, number one, and just keep
Yeah,
promoting the
that's it.
brand and just keep posting, man. Really.
Yeah, and the fact
And
that
just have
your
people.
presence is there, isn't it? Your presence is there, like at competitions. So
And
it's,
the
And
thing
it's
is,
you
like
as well.
MCing, like it's that helps as well because like obviously I try and like keep people entertained and like laugh. So like if they once they see me at the booth after, like they're coming over and chatting and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So that we do really, really well every single time there's a booth. Like we'll completely sell out every time.
yeah, I can imagine.
I was saying your next design have a little picture of you vomiting or something, man.
I was
That'd be
thinking that
fucking
like
class.
just like a daft one, yeah.
Oh, that'll be sick. I'll cop that ASAP,
Oh,
boy.
definitely buy that.
Yeah, might as well
Maybe.
ride that wave while it's still hot. Well, it is gonna be hot
Maybe
for a
like
while.
Well, no one
Yeah.
didn't, and you know he's gonna do something fucking crazy on the platform, anyways. Even if he celebrates too early, if he vomits on the platform, there's gonna be something that's gonna fucking happen. So just
Do you know
use
what I
that.
might need to do? I might need to like get because White Lights Media are gonna have the footage on that. They're gonna have the slow mo. Like I might have to like.
I'm surprised you
See
haven't
if
got that yet.
I know. I'll have to speak to them. I'll have to see. I'll have to buy the thing and like.
In
But they're
slow
gonna like.
motion as well.
Yeah. Imagine spewing up everywhere. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think we're gonna call it there, bro. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
It's been a good
I
one.
hope you had a good one. Like just chatting to
Yeah,
us.
it's been good, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy myself.
And just so you know, man, this is my last year as a 66 as well. So I'll be seeing you in
Is
the
it?
74s.
You coming
for
up?
round
Are you coming up?
two.
Are you?
I'll come up
Yeah.
next year after I beat Joey and shut up, Siri.
Yeah.
So
Even Siri knows he's lying. I'm gonna retire him from 66, and then
so once I win the 66,
you can have your
towards
rematch
the
with him.
Euros, I'm coming back to 74s, man. So we'll do the
Little rematch, and then
do
you
the
can
little
devour him like I will. He'll have nowhere to go. He's gonna try to cut to 59s and something.
That's gonna have to be it, isn't it?
Fucking hell, man. I'll disappear.
But yeah, bro. Yeah, thanks for coming on the pod, bro. Honestly, it was such a good chat.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Always good. And hopefully we can have you back either after Arnold's or just before Euros or something. You know.
Yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah, we'll try and squeeze it in.
Yeah,
like
definitely,
that.
bro.
But all the best at the Arnold's, man. Kill it,
Yeah.
and the Euros as well.
Yeah,
I'm most likely gonna see you there because obviously I'm be with Jones.
Oh, you going? Are you? Oh shit, yeah. I'll catch you there,
bro.
mate.
Yeah, bro. Alright, cool. Take it easy,
Should
bro.
be
Have
sick.
fun on the rest
See
of
you
your
later.
shift and that.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, man.
Alright, take care,
See you
bro. Good
later.
night. See
Bye,
ya.
boys.